Today's horoscope from AstroCademy, Taurus September 16, 2024. With today's Sun Chiron transit, it's wise to get over a small hump, not by ignoring things but by facing fears and insecurities that may lead you to doubt yourself or shy away from opportunities. Avoid giving in to feelings of doubt or sudden shyness, as they can prevent you from exploring and expressing your creative side. Still, aim to regroup or take time for the things that truly matter. This way, you can bring your best self to your connections and interactions. As well, it's not about glossing over problems but resolving to work on them in small ways, one step at a time. As the day advances, a Venus-Jupiter transit feels easy and pleasant. You could be particularly excited about a project or pursuit, and a block can feel less challenging, or it can fall away. Others noticing your efforts, hard work, or contributions can encourage you to do your best. You could feel good about the work you do or your efforts to improve your routines. Jupiter spends about 12 to 13 months in each zodiac sign. This means that wherever our great benefic soars, we will experience a greater emphasis on the themes, mindset, and frequency of that particular zodiac sign. Presently, Jupiter spins in the high heavens of mutable air sign, and this will even affect how we experience and pursue sex and intimacy. Gemini is a highly intellectual zodiac sign, encouraging us to take a more mental and cerebral approach to how we flirt, seduce, and communicate our needs sexually. This may even cause more people to engage online, start dating profiles, or sext with one another. How do you feel about your finances? Usually, you are concerned with your financial goals and means. Security and stability is one of the most important things to you. Having something to show for it is also equally important. Yet, you may feel disconnected from your money and material items when the moon enters Aquarius. Part of you will take pride in what you have accrued. However, you may feel somewhat bored or disinterested. If this is the case, ask yourself why. You may find that your relationship with money is worth exploring. If you're feeling the stress of being pulled in a myriad of directions at once, stop. Take a deep breath and step aside. It's time to breathe deeply and relax. Put queries, worries, fretting and stressing to one side. Today. There's no point in going anywhere if you're not in the driver's seat, and there's seriously no point in convincing yourself you are in the driver's seat when you are not. The vibrations are positive and the opportunities abundant. You are currently orchestrating your plans with bravura and flair, and this is the key to your success. You are coming into a phase of accomplishment, and the period is going to bring you a lot of success in your love life. In your professional life, you will feel a slight decrease in activity, but a romance could come out of a friendship. Your faculties for adaptation will help you manage all of this and keep a cool head. The moon's first visit to Capricorn since Pluto, the planet of change and transformation, returned at the start of last week offers a valuable opportunity to assess his influence. Pluto departed in January and will leave again this November, with no plans for a return in our lifetime. As the moon and Pluto align, it provides insights into the reminders he brings along with opportunities for reevaluation. With retrograde motion and the benefit of hindsight, there are open doors to revisit the past and seize second chances. It is during the final hours of the moon's first visit to Capricorn since Pluto returned 12 days ago that the moon is connecting with the sun in an adventurous part of your chart and to Uranus in your romantic sector. With Pluto and Uranus both in retrograde motion but the sun looking to the future, this is bringing the spirit of romance and adventure together as well as a sense of nostalgia and anticipation. Our eyes in the sky. It's often the smallest gestures that leave the biggest impact, isn't it? A quick text to check in on a friend, or a simple "I'm thinking of you," can spark so much joy, both for you and the other person. Have you ever been on the receiving end of a message that instantly brightened your day, making you feel seen and appreciated? That's the kind of connection we're talking about today, the type that strengthens bonds and reminds us of the beauty in our relationships. So, if that sense of connection is calling you, don't ignore it. Today is the perfect day to reach out and spread a little warmth. Who in your life could use a reminder that they matter? Now, let's talk about the energy surrounding you today. It's buzzing with possibility. Your mental sharpness and physical energy are at an all-time high. You're feeling on top of your game, and it's as though everything you set your mind to feels totally within reach. Have you been holding on to a brilliant idea, just waiting for the right moment to bring it to life? Guess what? That moment is now. You already have the tools, knowledge, and insight to succeed. The only thing left to do is to trust yourself enough to take that leap. Sometimes, the most rewarding moments come from stepping out of your comfort zone and embracing the unknown. Think about a time when you hesitated, only to later realize, I should have started sooner. Today is your gentle nudge to go for €1. There's no better time than the present. In your social life, you'll find yourself especially open and welcoming today. Whether it's deepening connections with close friends or inviting new friendships into your circle, today's energy makes it all feel effortless and meaningful. Have you ever noticed how sharing experiences with others can surprise you with new perspectives, unexpected laughter, and moments of genuine joy? Today is a wonderful opportunity to experience just that. Open your heart and let those connections flourish. When we invest in our relationships, we not only enrich our own lives but also create spaces for others to feel valued and heard. It's a cycle of kindness and love, one that will be mirrored back to you tenfold. But let's not forget, even with all this positive momentum, there may be moments where your mind drifts toward unrealistic dreams or desires. You might find yourself daydreaming about something that seems just out of reach or feeling tempted by a risk that could undo the progress you've made. These moments are worth paying attention to, not for the risk itself, but for what they might reveal about your inner state. Have you ever felt a pull toward something, only to realize later that it was driven by a deeper dissatisfaction with where you currently are? These feelings aren't always about chasing something new, they're often a signal that it's time for reflection. Take a step back and ask yourself, what's really driving these desires? Why do I feel the need for change? By giving yourself the time and space to explore these questions, you'll gain clarity. And here's the beautiful part, it's often the small, intentional shifts that lead to the most fulfilling transformations. It's not always about big, sweeping changes. Sometimes, a quiet moment of reflection, a change in perspective, or a shift in priorities can make all the difference. So, as you move through today, stay grounded in the present, and embrace the opportunities that come your way. Whether it's reigniting a passion project, reaching out to loved ones, or simply giving yourself the time to reflect, trust you're exactly where you need to be. You have the strength, wisdom, and support to move forward with confidence and grace.